What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is John Paul Investing. So this is going to be a follow-up, I guess, in a sense, to my last video on Senseonics and their Eversense continuous glucose monitoring system. I did some digging to see just how many patents they have. I wanted to see their strategic partnership with Ascensia, which is a company that already distributes to over 10 million patients in the US, I believe. I'm not sure if this is worldwide or US, but they have 10 million patients that they're distributing diabetes monitoring products to. And I wanted to bring up a few more things that I think you guys would find of interest if you are going to be investing in this company. I highly recommend you guys stick it out to the end of the video. But before I get started, guys, if you like watching videos like this one, please go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps the channel a whole lot and it shows your support for the work that I put into these videos. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button down there as well. This is how you can get updates and get notified when I make videos just like this one, and it's another way to show support for the channel. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers, guys, and with your help, I believe we can do it in no time. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really means a whole lot. Now, as you guys may already know, I am constantly looking for high potential stocks. So if you're interested to get real-time trade alerts and access to a private Discord where I talk about stocks that I'm interested in and that you should also be interested too, I highly recommend you guys check out the Patreon group in the link in the description. This is the best place to get real-time trade alerts from myself before anyone else does. Time is of the essence when you do want to make big plays in the stock market, so I highly recommend you guys check out the Patreon group. And last but not least, there is an opportunity to get free money right now using the Webull link in the description. All you have to do is open an account with them and deposit $100 and you will get up to 4 free stocks valued around $10 to $15 a piece. You don't even have to use your $100, you just have to let the funds clear and you'll get your free stocks. And then once you get them, you can sell them and do whatever you want with that money. There is no risk here, guys, so if you want free stocks, go ahead and check out that link also. So last year, Senseonics did release a partnership with Ascensia, which is a company that already specializes in diabetes-related monitoring products. Senseonics is looking to leverage this relationship in order to distribute their Eversense glucose monitoring system and use Ascensia as a way to market their products. So essentially, Senseonics is going to work on, the research and development and making the Eversense glucose monitoring systems. And then what Ascensia is going to do is essentially focus on marketing it and distributing it worldwide to its already existing customer base, which is around or beyond 10 million users or patients worldwide. So right here, I have the revenues brought up, and they're expecting, at least in 2021 or this year, between $12 and $15 million in yearly revenue. If we fast forward to around 4 to 5 years from now, they are expecting beyond $100 million in revenues per year. One of the things that Senseonics is targeting as a business is the ability to get high margins on their Eversense products. I was looking at their analyst and investor event on September of last year, and in here I did see something along the lines of margin, which we can see right here. So one of the concerns too with the Eversense glucose monitoring system is the fact that when it first came out, it did not have Medicare approval. But if you guys did not already know, in November of 2019, they did get approval for Medicare coverage on their Eversense products. Meaning that if you had a Medicare plan, the insurance would help you pay for it. And because it was a new technology at the time, at least before November of 2019, it didn't really have that. But beyond November 19, we have that proof of concept to where, they have some kind of coverage from Medicare. Now, to look beyond just the good with the Eversense monitoring system, I did want to bring up the fact that because the Eversense monitoring system works around light, it is very sensitive to being outdoors, and it won't work properly if you are in very high light intensive environments. But I will say that they did clear up that it is a very easy problem to solve. All you have to do is cover it with some dark clothing, or just put your hand over it for some time, or just go into a darker room if possible. So I ended up reading part of this article by Amy Tenderich, which was published in March 18th of 2019. And there is something called the Eversense ambient light alert, which essentially means that the device is not going to work correctly if there is too much light. She was out in the Palm Desert gobbling down Skittles and checking the Eversense app every few minutes, and then suddenly got a new error message not seen before. High ambient light, huh? Apparently, no glucose reading can be displayed until ambient light is reduced. This was not a happy moment for Amy. The Eversense sensor is a patented miniaturized fluorometer that uses fluorescent intensity to measure glucose in interstitial fluid. A light-emitting diode embedded in the sensor excites the polymer, and the polymer then rapidly signals changes in glucose concentration via a change in light output. Think about it like sitting around a campfire and someone shines a flashlight in your eyes. It's just too strong for a minute and you can't see anything else. It's a safety mechanism built into our algorithm that essentially says this light is too bright and it's blocking out the capability to see the light that matters. That's related to glucose. If you experience an ambient light alert, try moving away from direct light, covering the smart transmitter with dark clothing, or placing the smart transmitter slightly higher on the arm over the sensor. So in terms of the light alert, it really does seem like an easy fix for anyone who does decide to go with the Eversense product. It's a matter of just, covering it and making sure there's not too much light exposure. Really not much of a problem in my opinion. Now right now I do have the actual patent filed by the US Patent and Trademark Office for the actual device that actually reads the blood and glucose levels using the light. So essentially what we're looking at here is this is the device that you would put on your skin. So this dashed line that kind of goes across at the bottom, that would be your skin. And this device sits on top with a silicone residue or some kind of adhesive, and basically it binds to your skin, which you can take on and off, but the device is implanted under the skin, and it'll measure your blood that goes around this device and then transmit the signal back to the device. So it sends a signal here and then sends a signal back. And there's a whole list of patents here if you go to the US Patent and Trademark Office. Right here at the top we'll see one of 72 patents, so they have a variety of patents. Now one last thing I wanted to mention is the fact that right now in the US they're only approved to have the Eversense implanted for up to 90 days, but in Europe they already have a 180-day version. So it's only a matter of time, I believe, for the 180-day version to carry over into the US. And once that does happen, it will be the first of its kind here in the US, and I believe that's going to be a big deal. And eventually this will turn into them getting approval for the 1 year device if they can prove that it is as accurate as it is as the 90-day, or at least on some margin close to the accuracy of the normal 90-day glucose monitoring systems. Now, I will say I am no expert in diabetes or anything along those lines. I am simply looking at the fact that there is not a product on the market like this right now, and I really like the fact that it is something that you can put in and essentially forget about until it needs to be replaced. If it means going from, replacing it every 3 months to replacing it once a year, I believe that would be huge. Now, I already did mention that I will be buying this stock, so if you guys want to know exactly when I do buy this stock, go ahead and check out the Patreon link in the description, because I will be posting real-time trade alerts when I do decide to buy this stock. But anyways, guys, that is it for this video. If you liked what you're watching, please go ahead and hit that like button, and while you're down there, go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell notification to get notified when I make videos just like this one. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.